Hi everyone, it's Lori here from Lori Hooks. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. If you enjoy this video, I'd like it if you'd like my video, that would be great, and give me that thumbs up. And if you could subscribe, I cannot talk today. That would be great too. I'm in take 2, so we're gonna hopefully get through it this time. Last time my dogs would not stop making noise, so we will see how it goes this time. So I'm here today to talk about what I've been up to for the past, it's a little over a week since I've talked about my projects and stuff. So I'll start first with my blanket cardigan. So the last time I showed this, I should have marked it. Which side is which? I think I was around here on this side. So I finished the front and back portion, and I started on the sleeves. So I got one sleeve completed and the other one is partially done. I'm not using a pattern for this. Just kind of, I have a similar style sweater. It's a jersey net sweater, so I kind of used it for my sizing, and I'm making it kind of based on it mostly. So I just have that sleeve to finish and to put the buttons on. It's kind of weird. This is Karen Cloud Cakes. So I used a solid for the sleeves because I decided that I didn't want the sleeves to be striped. So this solid is graphite, and it's in this plastic Tupperware, so it's kind of hard to read the label, but it is Cloud Cakes. And this is 100% polyester, and if you're interested in the size of this, it's 760 yards. And I got these on sale at Michael's when they were clearancing them out. The body of the sweater is the color shark skin. There's this one really weird spot here. You see there's one stitch that's white. And it's going to come out to be like in the middle of the top of my neck. So it's kind of weird. I'm thinking now I should have cut it out. I almost did at the time, but I guess I couldn't be bothered. But yeah, it's funny, I was trying it on when my parents were here. My dad kept saying, what is that? What is that? So clearly it's a weird spot, and I should have cut the little piece out. But it is what it is. I'm not going back now. It's staying the way it is. So that is my blanket cardigan. The next thing I've been working on is my Anne of Green Gables doll. And she's getting close to being done. So here she is. Her hair cap is not attached, and her hat is removable anyways, but her hair cap is not attached. So in the pattern, they had you make the head and then work the body from the boots up and complete her dress. Her dress is attached. And then for the assembly, to assemble her arms first, and then put her head on, and then do her eyes. So the head was the very first thing that I made. So I don't know, I wasn't thinking, I guess, because I made the head, and then a couple days later I was like, she didn't have us put the eyes on. This doesn't make any sense. So got to the assembly portion, and I did go ahead to see about the eyes, and she says that she uses safety eyes, but she doesn't show putting them on, and it says that she glued them, so I don't know. I of course had backs on my safety eyes, so I did remember before I attached her head to her body to check it, and so then I ended up pulling out a couple rounds of her head and taking the stuffing out, putting her safety eyes on, and putting those rounds back in her head, and then sewing her head on. So her head's a tiny bit wobbly. Not too bad. It is a little bit. And that's where she's at. So I don't have very much left to do. I'm just waiting for a time when, I have time to really sit down and do her face and her hair. It's kind of the most important part of having a nice finished product is to take your time when doing this part. So I'm waiting for a time when I'm sitting and relaxed and can work on it. So that is Anne. And the yarn that I'm using for this is Sheepy's Katona. Sheepy's Katona, although they have names for all their colors on their websites, they only have numbers on their balls, so I'm not going to go through them all. If for some reason, if you are interested in the colors that I used, feel free to send me an email or to comment on this video and I'll be sure to get back to you, but that's what I'm using for her. And I'm using my clover. What's over here? My clover, I think this is a 2.25. Yes, this is a 2.25 millimeter crochet hook. I have been having trouble sometimes that the hook is so small sometimes that it loses a part of the stitch. So I have purchased another hook that I'm going to try, and I'm hoping that I like it a little bit better. It's funny, some of the colors I found much worse than the other ones, and I'm trying to think what color it was that was so bad. I think it was the white or the green. It was when I was working on her dress that I was having so much trouble. But then once I did her hat last, and I didn't have any issues at all with making her hat. So I don't know if it's just I got more adjusted to the size of the hook and the size of the yarn or what it was, but I definitely was having less issues towards the end. So that is Anne. Get her back in her bag. So that is, so the other thing I've been working on, and I just started this yesterday morning, is my March square for the Jayda and Sitches Tunisian calendar cowl. And this is the March square, which is pearl stitch. So this is, which side's? This is the front. There it is so far. I like the way this finished product comes out, as it doesn't roll up like the other ones do, so it's easier to work on. But I don't really like the bottom and the fact that the left side and the right side aren't the same. The bottom's kind of hard to see on camera, but the bottom row is different, and the left and the right don't look the same. Like this side has holes and this side does not. So there's, I don't know if you can see those holes. But yeah, that's kind of what's weird about this one. But yeah, but I enjoy working on it. These ones take a little bit long because with the pearl you have to put the yarn to the front and then bring it to the back again at the end of the stitch and hold the stitch when you're doing it. So it does take a little bit longer to do this. And I'm using Impeccable by Loops and Threads for this. And the color I'm using is, this is Green Lagoon. I have not blocked I did not finish my February square. I did the square, but I didn't put the border on, and I haven't blocked it yet. That is my February. I almost feel like it needs to be blocked before I put the border on it, and that's the reason why I waited. I've just been too lazy to block them so far, and I haven't blocked January either. It's here as well. There's my January one. This one was Simple Stitch. I've forgotten what this one was called. I have no idea. That's where I'm at so far. And hopefully, Sophie's looking out the window and breathing hard. Hopefully she doesn't start barking. So the colors that I'm using, the other colors I have is, the border is this light gray color, which is called Classic Gray. And purpley color is, ooh, dropping things. Oh my goodness, it's attached. It's this one here, and the color on this one is plum. Yes, that's more plum than purple. Again, this is Impeccable from Loops and Threads. And that's where I'm at with that. So, been having a good week, and things have been good since I was last on here and talked about my projects and things. last Thursday or Friday, my dad sent me a text and asked me what we were doing on Sunday. And the way his text read, I thought that he was coming by himself. He usually does come by himself if he's just coming to run an errand or something. My parents live up north, so they don't have, there's a lot of stores there that they don't have, so they'll come down here for that. Sometimes their doctor is still here, so sometimes they come down here for their doctor's appointments and things. And I have a room in my basement beside my office where there's bedroom furniture of theirs in there from their old house, and they can stay whenever they want. They just let me know that they're coming, and the room's always there ready for them. So my dad sent me the text on Thursday or Friday, and when my mom showed up with him on Sunday, I was a little shocked. So it was nice to see the two of them and have a nice visit. We got some Chinese takeout and spent the evening together. And my dad went and ran his errands that he had to run on Monday morning, and my mom hung out with me in my office downstairs while she was waiting for my dad. They had their dog with them as well, so my mom wasn't interested in going to any of the stores that he was going to, so her and their dog Emma, they hung out with me. So that has been my more exciting parts of my week. And that I worked and I crochet and do my chores around the house and stuff like that. Haven't really had a lot going on. So anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for visiting and taking a look at all my projects. And I will see you next time. Bye.